Starting somewhat right on time. Right. So, Mitchell, so happy to have this time to chat with you. We always give people opportunity to come in, and those who are coming in to our live tonight, just as a reminder, you could ask questions, leave comments, concerns in our chat room, and we'll be able to see them and respond to them accordingly. So we are always welcome to answer any questions. Tonight's topic is going to be one I think that's everyone should be interested in. It's how to shop for Whole Foods and still keep money in your pocket. That's important, right? So I think we all agree we want to eat healthy, but one of the things I always hear people say is that they're worried about how much eating healthy costs. We feel like we can't afford to eat healthy. I'm wondering if that's something that you have concerns for. So I have two. Before we start our topic, I want to know two things. Number one, are you worried about the price of food today? Is that something that you guys are concerned about? Let us know in the comment section if that's something that you are worried about. The price of food. Do you feel like eating healthy is something that you can't afford? All right. So that's my first question as you guys are coming into the chat. All right, Sophia, how you doing? Watching from Georgia. And Jaretta, welcome. You guys are in here. Answer that question. Do you feel like eating healthy is something we can't afford to do today? Is too expensive to eat healthy? All right, that's the first question I want you guys to answer. All right. The second question I'm really curious about is, where are you shopping? Where are you buying your food? Right? Are we going to Walmart? Are we going to Food Lion? I'm just naming that because that's in my backyard. Have you found a really good spot where you can get healthy food for cheap? You figured it out. Are you going to farmers markets? So where are you guys shopping? And are you worried about the price of food today? So we got Mitchell, the CEO of Country Life Natural Foods, who's going to give us the solution. Yeah. My guy Mitchell, we actually might have crossed paths. Well, since we went to the same school, we got the same alma mater, at Southern Adventist University in Tennessee. And it's amazing how when you have the same mission, God tends to bring you together, right? And so that did not happen by accident, us crossing paths, Mitchell. If you don't mind, we're gonna go into learning what your story is, why you care about people eating healthy, what got you started on the journey of helping people basically find healthy food and making it accessible, right? But first, I'm just gonna read these comments here. So Sophia says, I'm very worried. Yep. And she shops at Whole Foods and Kroger. Jaretta says, if I buy already prepared food, it is expensive. Yeah. So before we go into where we could find, because obviously we're going to solve that problem here tonight, right? Why do you care? How people eat and where they find their food? What started you on this path, this journey?
Yeah. So before this, before I was helping run Country Life Natural Foods, I was actually working in healthcare. Similar to you, Lewis, I know you have a healthcare background, and so I was helping in hospital administration actually. So I was working with some different hospitals in Georgia and in Texas and Florida, health system called Advent Health, and it's amazing the care you're able to give as people are in that space where they're sick and they're in the hospital and they need help. But I saw such a consistent thread was people's diets were impacting chronic disease. There were sometimes people came in for an injury or something that, they couldn't help. But a lot of the chronic stuff, the caregivers say, hey, if you change your diet, you could not have to come back and see us in the hospital every few months. And so the opportunity came up for me to help with running organization here, Country Life Natural Foods. And so I've been up here. We're actually based in Southwest Michigan. So I moved up north. I was in Florida before this, but I moved up north here to Michigan, really with the goal of seeing how can we make healthy foods simple and accessible to as many people as possible. Okay. And Country Life Natural Foods was started back in the 1960s, really with that mission. It was a small Christian organization that was really reaching the local community. But now we're able to serve people all in all 50 states, all across the United States.
Mhm.
And we offer all kinds of healthy food options like grains, beans, nuts, dried fruits, simple natural foods, just like how God made them. Um,
Exactly.
and we deliver right to people's homes. So any order over $99, it's free delivery right to someone's house. And we even recently launched a program called Country Life Plus, which is like a membership where you can subscribe or sign up, and then you get free delivery on any order, and it comes right to your house. We ship it out actually next business day, to make it as just easy and accessible for people to
Mhm.
get healthy foods, but also as affordably as possible.
Exactly.
Because I know something you were sharing, Lewis, before you even hopped on this call. Like, hey, let me compare the prices of Country Life Natural Foods to other places. So you went to, I think, to Walmart is what you said. And you
Yeah.
said, I'm gonna compare the oats prices at Walmart to what Country Life Natural Foods is selling. And I think you said our oats are even cheaper than Walmart.
Yeah.
Um, because we work with farmers, so some of what we sell is in bigger sizes, like a 25 or pound bag or 50-pound
Mhm.
bag. So
Mhm.
really,
That's
we're
just
able to get healthy
Yeah,
food there.
I was and yeah, and I challenge anybody to do the same thing, like, compare prices. One of the things that you'll always see if you Google search, how do I make eating healthy affordable? One of the top things you hear is buying in bulk, right? Buying in bulk is so important. Sometimes we think, oh no, like I don't have the money, but you're spending more money long term in buying, same group of foods, same item of foods every week, right? It's better to buy in bulk because not only are you able to save grocery runs, right, but you could save money in the long term. So, but let's backtrack a little bit, Mitchell. So, I mean, I think you touched something really important, man. Like, you started off in healthcare and you saw that a lot of the diseases, the conditions that people are suffering from, could be relieved with food. And even the physicians that were caring for these patients were seeing that, right? And I think that's a lot of people today are coming to understand that. I don't know if you're aware, even New York hospitals, I'm not sure if how many hospitals or if it's a specific hospital care system are transitioning to being plant-based,
Mm.
and having plant-based options all across their menu for patients. And sorry, but yeah, I think it's definitely true. It translates. So that's what sparked you into wanting to work for Country Life, because Country Life is like attacking the root of the problem, right? You're instead of treating people while they're sick, you're keeping them from being sick. Has that always been the mission of Country Life? Is that why? Like, I guess, how did it start? Was someone's, and you did say a little bit about it being a local
Yeah,
project.
yeah,
Yes. How did it
yeah. So
start?
really, it started with here in Michigan. They started off actually with some restaurants in Michigan, and one of the things they served at the restaurant was actually granola. So they'd make this granola for breakfast that people could get, and people loved the granola so much. We actually still make the granola here to this day.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
back in the '60s when it started. People loved the granola so much they said, "Okay, can we just buy the granola like without even come to your restaurant?" Maybe I was just traveling through or something. So they started making a bunch of granola. Eventually, they were making so much granola they couldn't do it in the restaurants. They had to get like a food facility, and so they started making granola, and people were buying granola. But then people said, "Can I actually just buy the oats from you? And can I buy the almonds that you're putting this almond delicious granola as it's called?" Um, and so from that ended up being we started selling the ingredients. So they started selling the ingredients, and so over the years, now we have over 2,000 different products that we carry, and everything's plant based. To your point, Lewis,
Mhm.
yeah, the benefits of a healthy plant based diet, um, eating just simple foods, how it can have such a positive impact on our health,
Mhm.
and to your point on the really the cost aspect, because sometimes you go to the convenience store and you're like, these potato chips and they're super cheap, um, but looking at it even in the long run too, of hey, maybe junk foods maybe are cheap somewhat in the short run, but
Yeah.
the long run health impact of some of those dietary choices
Mhm.
end up costing way more in the long run, and
Right. Yeah.
also quality of life. That's what we're all about. I mean, how can we help people? That's really what we're about with Country Life.
Mhm.
How do we
Mhm.
help people be able to live longer, live happier, live healthier?
Mhm.
And we really see that our diets play such a key role and pivotal role in making that happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And those who are watching, we're going to give you guys an opportunity soon to see what the website looks like. We'll make sure to post a link to the website so you know how to order. I'm excited about this membership opportunity because you said, basically, if I'm understanding right, if you become a member, you don't even have to pay the shipping costs, which
Yeah,
right. Okay. Yeah.
exactly. Free shipping on any order, even if you just want to get a few products at once. You can get and delivered right to your house. And so we're trying to make it as convenient as we can for people to be able to eat healthy.
Yeah.
And some of our customers even live in rural areas. They don't live in a big city. We have some customers in big cities, but some customers that are the nearest health food store or is well over an hour away. And
Yeah.
so we're able to really help bridge that gap by delivering right to people's homes.
That's super important. Yeah, and I think Sophia's question was answered. She had a question about gluten-free products. I know a lot of people wanting that nowadays because of gluten sensitivity. And Isaac seemed to have responded that you have a lot of gluten-free products.
Yes, we carry all kinds of gluten-free products. We do carry some wheat-based products that do have gluten, but we have a large variety of gluten-free products, gluten-free oats or gluten-free.
What are people buying the most of? What do you guys? What's flying off the shelves these days? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all kinds of things. One of the things is actually our oats. Like we have maybe the best price on oats, on bulk oats delivered right to people's homes anywhere because we actually sell them on our website, countrylifefoods.com. But we started selling them on Amazon, and on Amazon we have to charge like 25% more. So, but even with that, we were the best price on Amazon for bulk oats, organic bulk oats particularly. And so we started selling. I mean, we literally we have a 40,000 pounds of oats that come to our location every month that we ship out. And we're a small team. We have like 30 employees. We're a small business here, but also because we use them into making our granola. Like that granola I said that that started back in the 1960s, sort of started this all. We still make that granola, a wide variety of different types of granolas, which are super good. We also make trail mixes. And we carry all kinds of nuts and beans. And most of what we try to do is we try to source directly from farmers. And so that's one of the areas we're able to get those, continue to make it as affordable as we can, is because we are partnering right with farmers. We get our beans from farmers right here in Michigan. And we get our almonds from growers in California. We get our peanuts from farmers in Georgia. And so we're really able to connect as close to the source as possible. So people know that their foods are not just sitting in a bunch of different distribution centers all across the country. But truly, our goal is to go from farm to us to you.
Yeah, from farm to you to the table. I love it. So they're getting high quality foods at affordable rates. Definitely got to try the granola, it seems, because that's where it started it all. From humble granola to nationwide business. I think it's beautiful. I think it's awesome. So guys, as you guys are watching, if you have questions about products, that Country Life sells, this is your opportunity before we jump on and to the website and show what it looks like to make an order. But I think this would be a good time to show people, what your website looks like. But yeah, definitely, if you have any questions about particular products, Isaac actually made a comment here. Yeast flakes and soy curls are some of the hot sellers. I would think so for sure. Yeah, I know yeast flakes go quick in our house. And soy curls, that's good. Actually, thank you for mentioning that because I've been looking for a good place to buy soy curls. So let's look and see. Okay, so I am perfect for this because I don't frequent your website. So let's see how I do navigating. All right. So this is Country Life Foods, and let me go ahead and put it in the chat. All right. So you guys can start looking too if you want to. It's gonna be right here in the chat. So countrylifefoods.com. That's the website we're kind of looking at right now. All right. And let me know if you guys have problems seeing it. I think part of the screen is blocked, but so if I'm looking for soy curls, I'm using the search bar here.
Yeah. Search is really a good way to do it.
Soy curls, all right, and we got some options here. Okay, so we got soy curls, non-GMO Butler, and then at first you're thinking, man, $84.95, that's a lot of money, right?
Yes. Yeah. So you click in on it. So we have a variety of different sizes. So we have a 12-pound size. Which I guess is what's showing. That's one of the sizes we sell the most of because people like buying in bulk. We also have all the way down to 8-ounce size.
Yeah, but this is what they need to pay attention to right here is, and I don't want to X this out here. Yeah, right here, you can see it's 44 cents an ounce. You're saving a lot of money buying bulk, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So that's why we're one of the areas we give savings, but we try to do all different options because sometimes if it sits in your pantry too long, it's gonna go bad. So for some
Yeah.
people, hey, there's a single person, it makes sense to get 8 ounces at a time. But some
Yeah.
people, a big family, they use them
Hmm.
a lot, buy
Hmm.
12 pounds at a time.
Yeah. Can you tell us about this right here? This feature. I don't know if everyone's seen the download our app button
Yes,
there.
exactly. So that's something we tried to do to make
Mhm.
um, just ordering and making our products as accessible as we can and make it just super convenient. So we have a mobile app. It's if you go to your app store, whether you have an Android or iPhone,
Mhm.
it's called Country Life Foods. It's right there in the app store. You could
Yeah.
go to our website and scan the QR code, or just type Country Life Foods in the app store. It's really a great resource to get products, but also even if you're not getting products, even if you just want recipe ideas, we have put together a whole collection of recipes, and we've even have all kinds of videos with the recipes. So maybe you're like, how do I cook soy curls, for instance?
Mhm.
And so if you go to our recipe section on our app, we have all different kinds of recipes to really give people inspiration. The recipes are totally free. Just
Mhm.
use it. Use our website. Even if you don't get the products from us, I mean, we'd love for you to get your products delivered right from us. But even if not, just use the recipes. It's a great resource for creative ideas how to cook plant-based foods that and make them taste really
Tastes
great.
good. Yeah. So again, where do you get those recipes if we want them?
Yeah, yeah. So they're all right there on our website. We actually, I know
Let's
actually
go ahead and look for them. So where do I go to find? Oh, that's right
very
here.
top. Yep, recipes.
Okay.
So if you click on
So
that,
very
it'll take you
nice.
to
Cool.
all
All right.
kinds of recipes. So you see the top one there, but then if
So that's answering Sophia's question about gluten-free products right there with psyllium
yeah,
husk. I'm sure that's really feeding the gut microbiome for sure. Very nice. So wow, beautiful website you guys have here, man. This is wonderful. Um, do you guys sell spices as well?
we do. Yes, we have a wide variety. Yeah, spices that we carry:
Okay.
turmeric, garlic powder, onion powder.
Okay.
Um, yeah, yeah. It's pretty much everything you need for your pantry.
Okay.
That's really what we carry. We're sort of like a healthy pantry company. Um,
I love
we don't carry fresh fruits and vegetables because the shipping, we're trying to ship it, and
it.
so
Of
we want
course.
to so we encourage, hey, go to your local grocery store for some of the fresh stuff, but then things for your pantry, give
Pantry
them
item.
us. You can buy in bulk, and or you can buy we actually, one of the things we do is maybe you don't want to buy a 50-pound bag of products. We have our whole team, we repackage them down to more consumer friendly sizes, whether it's 5 pounds of something or
Mhm.
1 pound, and
Mhm.
yeah, just trying to
Okay.
make it as accessible as we can for people to get healthy
Yeah,
natural.
boy. Yeah. I love it. So countrylifefoods.com, you can get recipes, you can buy in bulk, you can buy in and of course small orders as well. Orders over $100, I think you said, are free shipping. Unless you become a member, then you get shipping free, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, on everything. Yeah,
yeah, on everything. So, man, guys, this is your opportunity to find out what's on the store. But if you guys, I don't see anyone asking. Blue did say that this is exactly what I need. That's awesome to hear, Blue. All right. But yeah, obviously, if you want to find it, there's an easy, quick search button, and it's going to be mainly, I guess, obviously whole grains, legumes, spices, herbs, and dried products. So you can like soy curls, things like that.
yeah, soy curls,
Yeah.
yeah, all kinds of nuts and stuff. But I think like what you're passionate about, Lewis, is reversing diabetes
Hmm.
and the impact you've seen in your own life, your wife's life as well.
Hmm.
How yeah, these simple foods can really have a big impact on that, and whether it's reversing diabetes or other health benefits. And it's been awesome to hear our customers' journey. I
Hmm.
mean, we have a wide array of customers, but how it's impacted by
Nice.
eating these foods has impacted their health. It's just been that's one of the things that gives me so much joy, is knowing how we're really having an impact to the foods that we're able to help people be able to have access to,
Yeah.
really transform people's health.
That's beautiful. And can you mind sharing maybe if you remember a testimonial that someone who's used a product? And that's what I was actually thinking to myself while we were going through this website, how many people are probably can be um your life can be transformed simply by making a switch of from where and how they buy food. You can be adding years to your life and life to your years. But any testimonial that comes out that that you can think of, you like to share?
Yeah, certainly, certainly. One of the things, since we've been around since the 1960s, we have this long history um, of customers, and so there was a customer that found out about us back in like the 70s or 80s. And they were sort of in the hippie movement back in the 70s, and they were just a very different lifestyle. But
Yeah.
they heard about our products, and they started ordering from us. And so they themselves saw tremendous health benefits. But even now, they're, I think, retired probably now. But the stories they tell of how they order in bulk from us, but they don't just eat the food themselves. They're so hospitable. They're inviting people over. They're like, hey, we get all these foods. We invite people over for um, dinner, and then we invite our community over to our house. And so I think that's one of the awesome things too. Is food is just, it's
Hmm.
one of those things that you can really just connect with someone over a meal. And so that's been one of the awesome things, how it impacted their life so much, but they want to share it with others. And
Yes.
and so and just how it's even helped them connect more with people in their community.
Yes.
And so that's one story, but it's just awesome to see how people
Yeah.
um, use food as an avenue to both better our health, but also to better our our whole well-being of through community and other things, even outside of just the traditional.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the method that Christ used, right, to reach
yeah,
people. He fed them physically, and then he was able to feed them spiritually. So I love it. I love it. We're gonna give it a QR code. We're gonna throw the QR code here on the screen so people can, if you have a phone, you can scan the code and go directly to the website. And I think we had a few comments here too. Let me just read that all before we close off. So Isaac is letting us know that you also have a lot of dairy alternatives. That's good. I think a lot of people nowadays are looking for dairy alternatives. So I'm guessing you have the almond milk and soy and oat milk, things like that. Vegan Parmesan is a great option. Yep. I love me some vegan cheese once in a while. I get emphasis from my diabetics once in a while. Okay, no, don't go too crazy. Verdretta says I'm going to check it out, and I'm out. I'm used to buying better than milk. I guess she's saying she wants to buy better milk for her mom. Awesome, awesome. And
yeah.
Isaac mentions that you guys have your own versions that you discount, and you discount them. Oh, sorry, discontinued them. Sorry, discontinued. So that's probably are you guys talking? Is Isaac talking about a specific product that was discontinued?
Yes, I think the better the milk. So it used to be like a powdered milk alternative. I think that Joretta had put in the.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and
I
so
was trying to be like better than milk. What does
yeah,
that mean?
you're
What you
good,
mean?
you're good.
Is
And
that
so
typo?
yeah, so the vendor that used to make it, they actually quit making it. They discontinued making it. And so we said, how can we have a good another option that people that are used to having that product? And so we call it our plant milk powder. But yeah, it's a powdered milk. You just add water to it, and it's all organic. The one that we developed, and yeah, it's super good. But yeah, like what you shared earlier, Lewis, though, it's sort of Christ's method on how you can build relationships over food. I mean, yeah, we're a faith-based company, but really our goal is how do we how do we be uplifting to people through the foods that we're able to provide, and not just physical food, but hopefully spiritual food as well, as we're all going through our different spiritual walks in life, and so really trying to have a
Yeah.
positive impact there.
Yeah, and for sure, food is at its core. Food is at its core to help us not just mentally, but also physically and spiritually. So thank you, Mitchell, for the work you do with Country Life. Thank you for Country Life and their commitment and their mission. I hope that a lot of people come to know you guys through our recording and your talk with us today. Hopefully, it's not the last time we bring you on the show. It's been fun, right? And one last thing, just before we sign off, guys, I do want to remind everybody that our Diabetes 180 online community is about to launch, right? So April 1st, the link is going to be in the chat section. So go ahead and look at the chat for the link, click on the link, and you'll be able to pre-register to join our online community where we support each other in the journey to health and wellness. All right. So look for that in the chat. All right. So as always, beloved, I pray above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. We'll see you next week.